In today's opening report, we take you into the world of fashion, where founder of the Lagos Fashion and Design Week, Omoyemi Akerele, tells us about their inaugural fall-winter show. You're probably wondering what fall and winter have to do with a tropical region like Nigeria. Well, watch this to find out.
Organizers of the Lagos Fashion and Design Week (LFDW) roll out the carpet for the inaugural fall-winter edition of the show. This follows the 5th annual edition, which held in 2016. Led by founder Omoyemi Akerele, the team chooses an exhibition-style concept for the show tagged Identity. Traditionally, international fashion weeks are staged twice a week, the spring, summer and fall-winter editions. However, the LFDW has always staged one edition each week, leaving a gap in their fashion calendar until now.
This is my absolute favorite piece.
Akerele speaks to Channels Television's Entertainment News about the level of productivity among fashion designers in the country, the increasing demand for local designs and, interestingly, weather.
Increasingly for us, we get requests from buyers from outside Nigeria. You know, why do your designers, some of the designers only produce one season? And we realize that it's important for us to sort of stake our place out there on the global fashion scene, because globally you have fashion industries where the designers produce up to 4 or 6 collections a year sometimes. But here, because Fashion Week happens only in October, around that season, most of the designers just produce that one collection. So yes, they make all the garments that they sell within their store, but in terms of having that focused collection, it's just one. You have others who, regardless of, you know, if there's a platform or not, produce minimum of 2 collections a season, and you have some who constantly have drops into their store, you know, so they're able to sell and they're able to refresh their product lines. But we realize that for us to be able to say that we want to hopefully one day get the fashion designers in Nigeria and Africa to be global players, they need to be able to produce more than 1 collection a season as the standard, or like the very beginning. So no, we don't have autumn winter in Nigeria. You know, you're right, that's obvious. So it's not really about the season, but it's about us being able to have conversations with buyers and press where you're like, oh no, you know, this brand consistently produces X number of collections a year, and yeah, and that's it in a nutshell. So yes, even though Nigeria is the first market that we're targeting, and Africa, and we're certain that most of it, we are in the tropics, at least part of most of sub-Saharan Africa. So it's not necessarily about trying to sell them autumn-winter clothing, because if you look at most of the brands, the pieces are not that heavy, because they also understand that we still live in the tropics and they need to be able to sell the collections anyway. So that was the main reason for us to be able to align with the international, fashion calendars. It's done in London, New York, Paris, Milan, increasingly Tokyo, Seoul, and different parts of the world.
Unlike other Fashion Week events, a select number of fashion designers, including Maki O, Lisa Falawiyo, Gozel Green, AAKS, Kelechi Odu, and Orange Culture are chosen to exhibit new collections. This appears to be a strategy to start small.
We've been trying to do this for the last 2 or 3 years, but every time, we're like, okay, so let's start planning. We just go flat. We're just like, oh no, we can't do this, not another fashion week. And then we realized that was probably the problem. So we're trying to do it on the same scale as we would do the October event, but no one said it had to be that way. So we sort of had to go back to the drawing board. What is the best way to start this, to introduce it into the consciousness of consumers around here? Start small. So yes, there's pressure. Oh, LFDW, you present 60 designers. How can you start with 5 or 8? Is selective? Is this? Is that? No, start small. Start small. Let people buy into the vision. Start small. Let it grow organically. Start small. Let it, have a life of its own. Don't stifle this baby before it's grown. So we thought, okay, it should be a small, intimate event. So the next question is, what should it be? Runway show, presentations, or what? So of course we have budget issues. So we knew instantly it couldn't be a runway show, and it couldn't be on that scale. So now it's small. So presentations versus installation, like a static exhibition. And after a bit of back and forth with everyone on the team, we settled for this, and no regrets at all.
With this initial start, Nigerian designers will have more motivation to create and ultimately meet growing demands for Nigerian designs.